Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from today's LPL 2024 Spring Split matchup. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
For them as Elk does miss a cannon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we've
just
cursed that.
Everything.
But then we do have potentially level 3, level 1 dive and bot side. Shen, what's he got here?
Oh boy, this is dangerous for Doggo. The stun comes in. Elk tanking a tower shot though, and I don't think they can actually commit any further to this one. Double heal bot, by the way, for Doggo and Jue.
So, heal doesn't work like that, folks. You don't normally take both, and Doggo dies.
Oh god, it's just not pretty, is it? It's just not pretty. First blood already.
Can stop Bin from being such a menace in the side lane and threatening turrets later into the game.
So, Drake up. Oh, flash forward from
Decade.
Bin hops the wrong direction and taken down. That was his flash as well. Decade solo kill against Bin. Cinar very good in this matchup at finding CS leads, being able to punish. Ultra Prime making a play on the bottom side. Shun's still surviving for the time being. That Grandmaster's might doing so much as Hacker dives onto Elk, and Doggo's here too. Elk forces the flash, but the Spiraling Despair is there. Elk goes down. And it's 2 kills for the side of Ultra Prime. Knight now trying to chase for a little bit more. He's there alongside Chum, but he misses his Q. Doggo's stacking this whole time. Ultra Prime are taking it to BLG in the early game, but Knight ain't finished just yet. Doggo the next target. Over the wall he goes. Jue tries to get the heal over to his AD carry. Knight still chasing for this one. I think the play is over, and BLG, despite losing the fight, still start the Drake. They will have to beat the statistics in this game if they don't suddenly miraculously get a gold lead for themselves. They will have to be the first team this year to beat BLG when they're ahead of 15 minutes.
This isn't a good start. Oh, this is
Lucianami!
Lucianami!
Oh my god! Elk and On just annihilating Doggo under the tower.
The tower falls down, so Bin getting out of the solo advantage. Yokai, long range on that QW, the severing bolt. If there was any CC to be put around, this could be a very dead Gnar, and that's why Bin is roaming all the way away from this.
Yukai might be able to stop the recall here. In fact, he will be able to, and the Spiraling Despair, unless Mega Gnar happens, it does! Bin manages to get Mega Gnar, dodges away from some of the damage, but Yukai finishes the job, and it counts as a solo kill, no less. Blank?
Yep.
But he's headed towards an Infernal Soul, and we already see the damage Lucian is doing. More Infernal Drakes is not going to make that easier for Ultra Prime. That lead that we talked about at the 15-minute mark is very much there, as Knight is trying to just 1v1 Yukai. The redemption is there, but Shun just moves in to finish the job. Root lands onto Decade, should be reinforcements on the way. The tower will survive, but the tier 2 went down mid.
Oh, there's a teleport coming in topside as well. That's Yokai going right the way towards there, trying to punish the mini Gnar as it comes out again. This is going to be quite hard to finish off if he still has Hop, which he does.
Oh, this is another TP. They're going for this one. Decade wants a piece of the action. Bin will die. Ultra Prime decree it.
Have Mega Gnar at this point and doesn't have the ability to save off multiple teleports, but it looks like Decade's had the favorite returns in. I'm so sorry, buddy.
You think you can do a 9-man play onto our top laner? Here's a bit of revenge. Decade goes down from BLG, and Bin is close to Mega Gnar as well.
See a decent chunk onto On. It's not like Doggo doesn't do damage, but can you do it in a timely enough manner to fight for this dragon that's going down?
It's going to be a 50-50 right here. Shun moves into the pin and he takes it. Of course he does it. Shun we're talking about. Spiraling Despair. Bit of damage onto BLG here. Bin goes down. It's one for Ultra Prime as they look for the fight. They lost the soul. Can they find the scrap? Doesn't look like it. 1 for 1. And BLG, they just run to the mid lane.
1 for 1 plus drag. Baron.
It's cape to boot as well. So 75% crit chance, I think it is, or maybe 70% at this point.
Okay,
Elk
TP.
is chunking. Decade behind enemy lines. Dominus comes in, wants to get onto Elk if he can. Tidal wave, but Jue flashes it. That's a quickness, a knock-up, a stun, and a takedown. 1 for Hack here, and Ultra Prime find a pick.
That's a really poor retreat route from Elk. He separates from his team. He didn't have that flash. He's pushed up way to... he's done well against Bin. Not sure how he'd do against Knight. It's a teleport into the bot lane. Knight is now caught out.
Knight stepping way too far forward. That's the Magi stacks gone. And 2 objective plays in a row. BLG caught apart by Ultra Prime. Spiraling Despair on mid. He's forced away. Mega Gnar will be on cooldown now as Decade pushes in. Ultra Prime with a real chance here. And they've got the scaling comp. Cullen comes in. Bin in the meantime caught on the bot side of the play. Redemption to sustain up for Ultra Prime.
Oh, but Decade wastes his flash and can't force it from Elk, but the Elder is still going down. BLG, they're at a 3v5 right now.
We could well have a 50-50. Bin headed back to base, but he's got his TP available. Will rejoin the play. He's looking for that flank. Decade tanking up the Drake for now as the bubble goes in. Ultra Prime looking for Elder right now. They're going to be able to smite it and perhaps can get the fight. 5v4. Bin on the flank. He's kiting everyone so well. Dwayne goes down and Bin slams him into the wall. BLG 4v5 against Elder. It don't matter. These are the kings.
Bin takes a backseat the entire game at 0-4, and when it...
With a lead of 15 would finally be destroyed, but no. Bin steps up when it matters the most and destroys them. They win the 4v5 against Elder Dragon, and they take game number 1. BLG are indomitable.
The E and the ult, yes, you miss out on your Q and you're not going to have as huge value, but if you're Sap trying to defend with a Kindred ultimate, if you then hold on to the second part of your Cyclone, you can just use that as the Kindred ultimate elapses as well. You can use
how winning it has been of a pick for him. Threatening Decade gets the slice and dice out.
So, Shun's actually going to go for an early invade. One of those early walls put down shows that Hacker is not up towards the top side of the map. Hacker is now going to still be off vision. He slipped off of vision and might get an angle onto Knight here. He does not know Hacker is there.
He can stealth into the lane as well, and then suddenly Knight is in trouble. The root lands, but there's first blood. Yuakai takes it. Glorious gank from Hacker.
I've known occasionally Knight to overpush and die in the early game, but very rarely is it like that when you're just so comprehensively just outpathed somehow in the early vision by Hacker.
Shun waiting around for the crab now on the top side. It will be the one with the stack. The Decade has overstayed his welcome here. Mounting Dread. That's another kill going the way of BLG.
But you don't normally expect Smolder to be winning trades like this in lane. Knight's still dying for first blood. He's now going to go to a top lane, and Decade is not going to happen.
Yep, no way out of that one. Stun lands from Bin. No flash was up for Decade. So Knight finds an easy route.
We're in pro play. I expect to see it again at some point. Having a rough time in the early game, though. Typically, the philosophy is you pick the Kai'Sa because the Smolder can't bother you early, but then now with the tower aggro taken, a bit dangerous definitely, right?
Yeah, but also a bit dangerous for On, honestly, and it might just go down. 2v2 taken. Doggo and Dway are showing up today.
Okay, alright. The whole thing about the Kai'Sa is that, hey, nothing...
For Ultra Prime.
It's nice to just get some presence on bot side as well. You're going to be able to drop wards down there, which will be able to help them keep Smolder safely stacking. This is not safe farming up here, though.
Oh, for all up in the top lane on. Oh, he dodges it, gets the Q. I think he's still going to die. Nice try. Good twisted advance.
Yay! A theoretically good dodge.
Another kill for Doggo.
Crushing side lane advantage, and then use that to get some flank angles onto him later into the game. So Bin is trying to do just that. Against 6 grubs and power spike that Triforce means he's very, very strong, but the Ari would teleport in and trying to shut that down.
They liked the 9-man play onto Bin in the previous game, apparently. They're doing it again. Hacker gets the knock-up. Decade is moving in. Bin has his flash available, but chooses not to use it in the end. Decides this is a doomed play. He was definitely going down there. So, holds on to the Summoner. But again, nice capitalization from Ultra Prime. On. What are we doing, buddy? What are we doing?
There is no one here.
I mean, he hit the ultimate, so that's nice. Goes down, Dway steals the kill. Nice little Q there to get himself a little bit of kill credit in the. Speaking of knife fights, I don't know where I'm going with this one. We're not seeing any fighting. I wanted a knife fight. We might have a knife fight in 3 minutes when Drake comes up. There we go. There's the segue. No, you okay? Hey! He wants a knife fight now, and it's a stab into the heart of On.
Well, you can try standing still for that one. Actually, a chance that they could start towards the Baron as well, because Bin is with them, and Bin is a good amount of damage onto the Baron. That's exactly what's happening. Ultra Prime are not going to be able to get a clean reset. They have to contest them.
Gold is basically even. The roots come out from On. This is going to be Baron taken. Can they find the fight for Ultra Prime? I mean, BLG just run at this honest again. But honestly, this time it was actually for something. Elk dodges the charm. trying to get the resets off, and I think they will be able to. Just having a great time watching this game. The fact that On can sprint it in the way that he is, and BLG can still be winning is just something else. Shun now getting caught out, goes into the Dragon Pit, chased down here. A TP coming out as Shun forced to flash, moves to the bottom side of the play because Knight is behind enemy lines, and Doggo's been found. 650 gold bounty, and Elk says, yes please, thank you very much. Bin in the meantime in a 1v4 as Shun dives into the play as well. Ultra Prime are being taken apart. BLG, no matter what happens in the game, they will find a way. Ultra Prime eviscerated.
Oh, Ultra Prime, they choose a dragon type to try and keep themselves in this play, and it finally gets himself the range increase, which is actually very big in this. It's not really been a game about the Kindred in the way that other Kindred games have been. The Maokai ult coming up to help that siege. Defend the turret.
Trying to get some damage down. Jway steps forward. I'm not sure this is a fight they can take. Yuakai desperate to take the free LP that On is offering, but unfortunately, won't be able to finish that kill. And the Chemtech Soul is going to help On a lot. He probably dies there without the Chemtech Soul.
Would have gotten pretty close. This has not been a mighty oak, a bit more of a sapling, sadly, for him. He has got himself a kill and 3 assists now, so it's always going to be completely blank. Knight's ulting in topside. Wow,
hits all of them as well, but goes down in the meantime. 1 for 1. Instant ult comes out from Shun here to try and save the day, but they're going apart. And Ultra Prime have found their opportunity. Bin trying to save the day as Hacker chases towards On the top side. Bin's in a 1v3 and Decade doesn't want to let him go. Counter-Strike comes out. Won't be able to hit onto anyone. I wasn't sure if he'd dive onto the backline, but no, denied, taken down, shut down. And the gold over to Doggo. Elk finds one onto Hacker to answer. As now
Yuakai's got ult again.
He's got his ult up again. Has now damage onto Elk, but I don't think he can finish the Kaiser. But Elk doesn't have the range. He can't get close enough. Orb Deception dodged away from as Elk desperate to turn the play. He's 1v3 on the map right now. Dodges the charm though. And Decade trying to get close as well. Killer Instinct to finish off Yuakai. Elk in a 1v1, but that's a big old croc. And you call that a knife? This is a knife. I don't know, they do something to my head. I could always believe in the BLG victory. Shun playing with fire here, but just goes forwards for this one. Roots come through, Counter-Strike is there as well. Bin just getting chunked himself, and Doggo is massive on the smolder. Knight gets into the backline. Doggo flashes to safety. Keep your eyes on that little dragon as Shun trying to do the front to back right now. Elk still going strong as well. His Decade trying to survive. Shun survives the execution through the Lamb's Respite and flashes away to safety. The burn times out. Elk still alive in this one as Decade tries to protect his AD carry. Elk goes a little bit too far forward. The clone from Knight baiting them. That's the Killer Instinct. Decade down. Elk is desperate to win this game. He's desperate to prove he's the better AD carry. Counter-Strike in as Shun takes out Yuakai, and the Dragon survives, but what can he do alone? Doggo under the towers. The Counter-Strike comes in. Bin ain't scared of 2024. He's still got his lamppost.
BLG, they throw it a little bit around the top side in a turret, but who cares about that? They clutch it out yet again. Come what may, it is seemingly impossible to beat the best team in the LPL, and they will extend their win streak ever further, it feels like.
Even against a late game 4-item smolder, they still managed to make it happen. Bin now underneath the tower will be tanking. I don't know if they can end right now, but Knight reckons that they can. Root comes on through, Counter-Strike to follow. Beautifully done. BLG finish it off in style. And not even Smolder can stop this train as the 13th win in a row gets chalked up onto the board.
These were some of the best highlights from today's LPL 2024 Spring Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.